Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sultan Hamad and I am doing a presentation about my internship program at Saudi Aramco. Here is my outline on introduction, objective, overview, and last conclusion. Introduction. The Saudi Aramco Oil Company was established in 1930, and in 1933 King Abdul Aziz signed a contract with a company called Standard Oil of California to explore and drill oil well in Saudi Arabia. They started in the eastern province and they found the largest oil well in the world, and from that day until today this oil well producing oil, alhamdulillah, until further many years. Ownership. Saudi Aramco has many ownership locally in Saudi Arabia and internationally. Locally, they have oil and gas reservoirs, and that is enough for local use and global use. They produce oil and transport it, export it to other countries globally. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I was accepted to do my internship in Saudi Aramco, specifically in Abqaiq plant, where it's called the heart of the world, which means this Abqaiq plant is literally pumping oil and gas to the world, from this location to the world. Because as you can see here in the picture, we have many oil stabilizers, and in the other side they have oil reservoirs that supplying to the world, and they pump it to the nearest ports. Objective: responsibility, maintenance, confidentiality, courses, and e-courses. Here are what I have gone through in my internship in Saudi Aramco. Responsibility. Being a mechanical engineer in Saudi Aramco is a huge responsibility, because you must do the job correctly. I divided the jobs that we do on a daily and weekly basis on critical or not critical. For example, we started with the critical jobs. When I was given a job, I analyze it. Is it critical or not? If it's critical, it means that it affects production line and affect the surrounding of this equipment. For example, a turbine need to be removed or installed. We need crane to lift the equipment. Also, the surrounding of this equipment may definitely surrounded with the critical things. For example, cable lines, rotary equipment nearby, or gas lines nearby. So you must analyze everything around you, communicate with operation engineer to analyze the dangers that might happen, and you start your job following the safety steps one by one. On the other hand, we have daily jobs. This daily job is a minor job. It does not affect the product line and does not have any impact on the equipment or on the area around this equipment. For example, if we have a relief valve to be removed or installed, this relief valve does not affect the product line, and it does not the surrounding of this relief valve usually not a critical area. Here At my internship, I have done many major jobs, and these major jobs I have studied already back at the university at BMU, and I would like to share some information about these major jobs I have done. First one, we have a steam turbine. Steam turbines are the main power source or rotary source that moves the products in the plants, because it's less it costs less than an electrical motor, and it runs on long times and less repairs. Here we have the rotor carries the blading to convert thermal energy of steam to rotary motion. As you can see here in the picture, we have here the rotary, the boss, and we have here the governor. We have the blades here that the steam turns on, moves it around, and from the other side we have the inlet 625 steam line psi and the outlet which is 60 psi steam line. So basically a 625 psi steam line comes inside the turbine, rotate the blades of the turbine, it moves the rotor do a movement of a motor or a pump, and it comes out from the other side 60 psi. Here we have also the casing that covers all the parts, the internal parts, to protect them from any thermal or movement loss or friction loss, any loss. To prevent it, we cover it with the casing. Here we have the speed regulating valve, and we have last the oiling and piping system. The oiling and piping system, we have three types. The 60 and 625 steam line that moves the turbine, and we have the oiling system, piping system, which is basically an oil comes out from the reservoir inside the turbine to ease the movement of the blades, and comes out hot to the cooling system to be cooled, then return back to the reservoir. And we have the last one, we have the cooling system, which is outer source. A cold water comes in to cool the equipment down. Fin fan tube cell, as you can see here in the picture, we have this tube bundle. Here we have the chamber that encounter air inside of it, and we have inside the chamber the fan, the main fan. The process of thermal exchange, basically a hot product comes in, it cools off and comes out cold, or the opposite side, it comes out cold. I did diagnostics at my internship, diagnostics and analysis of failure. The control room censored a failure of the turbine of the fin fan tube cell. It says that we have high temperature on this specific tube cell, so I go out, I do diagnostics, I isolate it, and then I do my repairs. I hydro test each tube from here. As you can see here, the tube ends of each tube inside the tube bundle, and here we have the other end of the tube. Here we have the inlet, we have here the outlet. I do one by one. I find the broken tube, I plug it from both sides using specific tools, and this is where I done my repair. Last, we have heat exchanger. Here are the bars. We have the cover blades, we have the blades that exchange heat or thermal properties, and we have the rubber that holds the products inside, not coming out of between the plates. And we have here the carrying bar, and we have the supporting beam. These the bolts that hold all this material together. Here we have the inlet of cold water, outlet of hot water, inlet of hot product, outlet of cold product. Objective. Confidentiality courses and e-courses. Confidentiality is a key rule in Saudi Aramco and the government, because the Saudi Aramco is not just a private sector. It is partially private and governmental. So confidentiality is very important. You must keep important information of the company inside the company only. The most important courses of all courses is safety. Wherever I go, wherever everyone go inside Saudi Aramco, their first and most important thing they must keep in mind is safety. Also, I have done other courses related to the company GI to be followed, and job related courses, for example, like SCABA, work permit receiver, and we have last here the e-learning courses. They are mandatory courses. You must take them, and you can attend them. They are flexible. You can attend them anytime you want, but you must take them. Overview. Internship, oil industry and safety. It is an enormous company with much capabilities, and I am very honored to do my internship there. I was very glad. I am happy now, and I have a new bullet point in my CV to add. The oil industry is a huge and critical industry to work at. You must be safe at all times, and you must be focused about your surroundings. Safety is a behavior, not a skill. You must act safely every day. It's not a skill, it's a behavior. You are a safe person. Conclusion. I was happy to do my internship in Saudi Aramco. It's a huge deal. It's a huge company. I learned a lot from there, and I gained so many experiences. I add a new bullet point to my CV that in the future, inshallah, I will use. I recommend anyone that want to work in the future in oil industry or want to take internship in the future in oil industry, please take care of yourself and be a safe person. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask any question. Thank you very much. Here are my references. Thank you very much.